The coffee was so hot that it burned her genitalia and fused her labia.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you should fucking sue if your vagina gets fused. What kind of coffee we making over here, McDonald's?
Bros and hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been doing a new thing.
Well, what's
where
that?
I hold the mic.
Oh, okay, I like that.
I mean, it hurts my back. Like, I'm so old. My back hurts so bad all the time.
Why?
If I had to guess, I would say it's all the manual labor I do and zero stretching or recovery after because I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I hold the mic and sit back, it hurts my back less.
Okay, I like that. And then maybe you'll be louder, and I won't have to change the levels all over the place.
Yeah.
I too have a bad back, and I attribute it to age, and I've been combating it though. And I'm going to give you some of my favorite things to fight the bad back. Okay. You got to stretch, unfortunately. And that's it. That's not it. Do you have Peloton?
No, I do not have a Peloton.
Okay. Well, you can get the app, and then you can just because they have they have yoga, they've got weight training, they've got a bunch of stuff. It's not just riding a bike. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But anyways, on the Peloton app, they have stretching, and they have back exercises to combat this. Oh. And I realized what I was doing when I was working out. I do chest, and I do legs, and I do abs or whatever. And when I wasn't working on my back, so I was just all all the strength was in the front, and it was just now you got to do the rows. You got to do the back thing.
I think I'm the opposite. I think my back gets worked out so much with the horses, and I don't do the front. I feel like I'm very I don't know, tight in my chest and in my front of my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then my back, my muscles get worked, but all this just ends up being tight. It's terrible.
Dude, Getty-Gold sucks.
Oh, it sucks so freaking bad.
So you got to do the stretches. You got to do is you got to do the dog pose.
Okay.
Oh no,
Downward dog?
The cow pose and the cat pose. So the cow pose is you're on all fours and you really kind of bend your stomach towards the ground. And then the cat pose is you're on all fours and you really bend your spine towards the sky. And that stretches out your back. And that's how we're starting 2024 on YFT. It's us just being old talking about how to fix our back.
What a tragedy.
Yeah. I wonder if we've got any newer, younger listeners who are like, what's happening here? They got no riz, man.
Probably not.
Probably, yeah. No. We probably got a lot of Golden Bachelor listeners, if we're being honest. They're our demo now.
For sure.
Which I have a lot of thoughts about the Golden Bachelor. First things first, how was your New Year's?
Well, first things first.
Okay.
I haven't seen you in so long or talked to you. We can't do this ever again.
I know. I was just, before I called you, I was telling the wife tears, I don't like taking that long off.
No, I don't think we should do this ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. Why did we decide? I think we decided to do it because Christmas was on a Wednesday, and that's when it would come out. And then it was New Year's Eve, New Year's, whatever. Anyways, we just need to not do that again. I imagine the wife tears are very angry at us.
It was too long.
Yeah.
Because I watched a lot of shit, but it's been so long, I can't even remember what I watched.
But you should
take notes. Blah blah blah. Nah.
No, that's not. We're not doing that.
That's not for me.
I watched a lot of stuff, but I just got a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
Well, let's just dive into it.
Well,
New
first,
Year's. How was
your holiday?
Yeah, very chill. No complaints, but also no super great stories really. I feel like I did Christmas early because my family came to visit me mid-December. Yeah. And when they were here, we did Christmas party thing and it just felt like Christmas already. So I kind of felt like I'd already had it. So Christmas for me was just chilling. and like hanging with the farm animals, obvi. And then New Year's, I played a gig in Nashville, so I got to be at home, which was really great.
Fun.
New Year's was fun, drank a lot of champagne, wore a really pretty dress, made some money. Can't complain. What about you?
Holidays were great. We had Sarah's parents come in town. The only thing that sucked was Sarah got COVID the day before her parents got in town. And obviously her dad's on Broadway, so he can't get COVID. So we had to put them up in a hotel and couldn't see them for a couple of days, which sucked. But I guess the silver lining is that Sarah got COVID, and that's a scary thing for someone who's immunocompromised. But she was able to beat it really quickly, actually.
Oh, good. Did you ever get it?
No, I never got it. I was making out with her the entire time.
Jeez.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. That's good.
And then my dad came in town. We were all together, and it was so much fun. And then we had, New Year's. We got invited to a bunch of cool stuff. Like, we got invited to go to Aspen with some friends.
Would have been cool.
Or Vail or whatever. I don't even know where. Oh
yeah, I saw Sean and Nina.
Yeah, Sean and Nina invited us, and we were like,
that whole crew.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like fun. I know, but we were like, we've traveled so much, and then. Our buddy Glenn Powell has like this really cool ranch in Texas, and he invited us.
Oh.
And our buddies Kayla and Tanner and Court Overstreet, they were all going. We were like, that sounds like so much fun. But we were like, we've traveled so much this year. Let's just stay at home. Yeah, let's just chill. So we went to the golf club, had dinner, which was nice. We had dinner with a bunch of old people. So it's nice to like ring in the new year being like, this is what I'm going to be soon. I'm going to be one of these old people, even though I kind of am one of those old people already. And then we came home, and a couple friends came over, and we rang in the new year.
Nice. We are getting old because those were the most boring New Year's recaps I've ever heard in my life.
I know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're old people now, and that's fine.
Is it?
No, not really.
I hate it.
Well, why have tears? We've missed you, and we're glad to be back.
Truly, truly, we have.
Yeah. Should we start the show?
Yeah.
Go for it. Start it off.
Oh, okay. I could start the whole new year off. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Bros and hoes, you're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi, the first episode of 2024. We're only a couple of days into 2024, and like so much has happened.
Has it?
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so the Golden Bachelor happened. That
did happen.
Seemed a little, why do we have to do it so quickly? Anyways, GypsyRose is out of prison. KatWilliams is like calling out like every person in Hollywood for being in the Illuminati. There's aliens in a mall in Miami. Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel are fighting, and Shia LaBeouf wants to become a deacon.
Oh.
He thinks he's me, dude. He thinks he's me.
Well, I didn't know about any of this except the aliens. And I did see there was a tornado in Fort Lauderdale, which is terrifying.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Golden Bachelor wedding.
Let's do. I was severely disappointed at how little camera time you got, honestly.
Okay, so do you want to hear something really funny?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to go. Because Sarah can't go because she's obviously employed by a different TV company, and like her being on TV probably wouldn't have been the greatest thing in the world.
Right.
So I really kind of wasn't going to go. It would have been fun. I was like, oh, it's fun to see Ben and Dean and Caitlin and everyone there. Yeah. But I was like, I've been to 9 weddings in the past year. I don't know if I need another one.
Mm-hmm.
So then I get a phone call on New Year's Day, so hungover. And they're like, hey, listen, Jesse, his wife, is about to give birth, and she does not want him to go to this wedding. We need you to come and be his backup in case he doesn't come.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, fine. Cool. So I go there. So first of all, they send me the script of this entire thing like 18 hours before we're about to do it. And I'm like, okay. So I go there. I do the entire rehearsal as Jesse, effectively. And I'm like, it's the night before. And I'm like, when do I find out if I'm doing this? And they're like, we'll know at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning if he gets on an airplane. And I'm like, okay. So at 6 a.m. comes, and I'm like, hey guys, am I doing this or not? And they're like, we're not really sure. We're not really sure.
Oh my gosh.
And then finally, like, maybe 5 hours before we go live, they're like, he's on a plane, he's coming, but he might have to turn around because if she goes into labor, like, so the entire time I was like, I might have to do this thing. And I was terrified. I wasn't really terrified. I was terrified that like, it wasn't, I was like, you guys, this is live to tape, right? And so like for everyone that doesn't know what that means, live to tape usually means there's like a little bit of a delay, like a 20-minute delay just in case. And they're like, no, this is live, baby, live. And I was like, you're telling me that we're doing this entire thing live with me, who's had less than a day with this script, number one. And two, you've got Charity, who's great on camera, but never done like live stuff other than like probably being interviewed on Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And unhinged Kathy, who's never done anything like this. I was like, can we have like a 20-minute delay? Like, what does it matter if it's like a little bit delayed? Like, oh, we don't want spoilers. It's like, spoilers? Everyone knows they're getting married. What are we talking about here? What's happening?
Yeah. I guess the Braden thing, but like.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that was not in the script the day beforehand. So, yeah. So anyways, I was supposed to host it, and then he came in and did it. And
that would have been so epic.
I know, but it also might have been an absolute train wreck.
Yeah, but that would have been fun to watch.
I know. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Could have helped my career, could have hurt my career. Who knows?
Probably a little of both.
Yeah, probably.
But I would have enjoyed it.
I didn't watch it, but when we were doing the rehearsals, Charity and Kathy were so unhinged. Like I was.
Oh my God.
I was like, what are they talking about right now?
I actually kind of thought Kathy was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could obviously once I wasn't hosting it, then I was just like in the party. So I didn't get to hear her. But like when I was doing the rehearsal, her bit was like, I'm single, I'm alone, find me a man. And that was like the entire bit, like the entire night. And I was like, so when we were doing the rehearsal, I was like, Kathy, at the end, I was like, Kathy, are you single? I haven't heard.
You know what I thought she did well? There were a couple of times where I could tell, they would be talking to somebody and it was time for them to go and someone else to come in, for an interview or whatever. Yeah. And Charity would have just sat there and talked to them all night long. And Kathy was like really good at moving it along and being like, oh, off you go. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, I don't know. I thought she was pretty good.
Good. I haven't watched it. I was just there for it. And then I know I know every bit that happened because I had to rehearse the entire thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have like, regardless of the fact that like I've worked on like Bachelor shows for so long, I do have some things that like I did not love about what they did that night.
Okay.
I thought it was really, really weird that Leslie and Faith were there.
Agree.
Like if this was my wedding, let's say I got married, like I was getting married from The Bachelor. Or let's say like let's do it this way. If there was a like Ben and Lauren wedding, right, on live TV, and I was Ben, I would be so upset that JoJo was in the front row.
Yeah.
And if I was Lauren, I'd have been like, what are you doing? This is really weird. The other thing, I liked Kathy. I thought she was amazing TV. Like the Zip It thing was so funny. But like the one person who was kind of mean to Teresa was the one who was like showcased the entire wedding.
True.
And so there's a part of me that was like, well, if I was Teresa, I'd be like, hold on, you're not having her do this at my wedding. The one person who was kind of mean to me the entire time and told me to zip it,
True.
So those things just weirded me out. I don't know, like great TV, I suppose. I'm just saying, like, if like the empathetic person in me is like, if I was Teresa or Gary, I'd be like, what are we doing? Why are they here?
Yeah, I agree.
Love Braden. Love Christina, actually.
Yeah, what a cute couple.
They're so cute.
Love that.
And I've known about that for a long time.
Oh.
Did not think that was an appropriate place and time to do that.
I agree.
I even told producers, I was like, this is Gary and Teresa's night. You shouldn't try to take anything away from them. And like, we don't need this for this to be successful. Like it's already successful. And they were like, well, he asked Gary's permission if it was okay. And I said, that's all well and good, but did he ask Teresa's? Because that's Teresa's big day too. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a lot of people on TikTok say it was cringy and that you shouldn't propose at somebody else's wedding. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if it was cringy. I just think like it was cute. I was right there. I filmed the entire thing actually on my phone. But I just was like, I'm not sure if the timing's right for that.
Yeah.
Like maybe let's do Paradise next year and do it there, you know, or whatever. Tayshia and Caitlyn sat at the same table together.
I did not. I don't think I even really saw Tayshia.
Yeah.
On screen, but I was multitasking, so there's a chance I missed that. I don't really know the tea on all this.
Okay, so I'll give you the rundown.
I've just started picking up on it via TikTok.
Yeah.
But this is kind of the first I've really heard in the past couple of days of the whole Caitlyn and Zach thing.
Yeah, so the rumor is that Zach was cheating on Tayshia or Caitlyn was cheating on Jason with Zach.
Oh, see, I didn't even hear that part. I just thought they went on a date or something.
Yeah, and then I guess the next thing was, and then Caitlyn went online was like, I never cheated on anybody. I swear my dog's life or something like that. And then there were like pictures that like showed up from New Year's Eve where like she had her arm around Zach or whatever. So I guess she didn't really she didn't denounce like her hooking up with Zach. She just said that she didn't no one cheated on anybody.
Right.
Here's my advice to people in the Bachelor world. Stop dating people from the Bachelor world.
I know.
There are 7 billion people on this earth.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of options. We got to stop. Like, it's one thing if you met on the show and like left together, great. But stop intertwining incestual weirdness of the Bachelor world. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What else was there? What other drama?
I'll tell you my least favorite thing about the entire thing.
Yeah.
The band at the end.
You know who that was?
I don't, but it wasn't good on television.
So that was the Dan Band.
What's that?
You know in Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
You know the band that's like, I fucking need you more tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. That's that band.
Got it.
But here's the problem with that.
You
know, the whole like thing this year was Journey, Don't Stop Believing. You know, like you're an old person, but you could still find love. That song is sung by Journey, Steve Perry, who has one of the highest registers of ours or any other generation. And then you got some guy who probably doesn't have that vocal range doing that song. We needed to drop it a few keys.
It was not good. And like now that you say, oh, that's the band from Wedding Crashers, like I get like, oh, they're supposed to be funny. Oh, it's supposed to be bad. Okay. But to me, that wasn't the right thing for this wedding. Like it just didn't fit. Like at one point he literally was like, "Catch me, Jerry," and or Gary, "Catch me, Gary," and like no one even acknowledged it. And it was just like a weird thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I was there when we rehearsed it, and I was like, "This is going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting outro." But we shall see how it goes. But here's the thing: then there was like a real reception, which it wasn't filmed, and the band was awesome.
Oh, same band?
No. It's completely different, like a total wedding band. And fun fact, the person who, the wedding planner, same person who did my wedding, Mindy Weiss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's good to see her.
Yeah.
Anyways, I cried at the wedding, especially like when like the kids gave speeches and stuff. It was so cute.
Very cute.
But here's my thing. It was like a really long thing. It was like, was it 2 hours?
So long. That's why like I wasn't really paying attention to all of it. So I may have missed things.
My thing is like, why isn't it just the wedding? Like, why do we have to like pretend it's the Emmys? We're like, we're going to the gold carpet to see what Carson Daly's wearing here at the end. You know, like, why was it just? And then I remember doing the rehearsal, and it's all. And coming up, Gary and Teresa finally tie the knot on live TV. And we're back. Coming up, Gary and Teresa finally find love. Coming up. And it was like 6 of them where I was like, are we ever going to get to this wedding?
Totally.
Anyways, that's kind of really all I got on it. I met all the Golden Bachelor ladies, though.
So when are they going to announce a Golden Bachelorette? Is the question.
I don't know. I
thought that would have been the night.
That's what I thought too. And when we were going through like the rehearsal, I was like, at the end, am I revealing who the next one is? And they're like, no, they haven't decided yet. And I was like, oh, this seems like a perfect opportunity for that.
I know. It needs to be Joan.
Joan's lovely. Ellen's lovely.
Yeah.
Leslie's lovely. I met her and her brother was there. She also like just got back from like surgery. I'm like, what are you doing here, lady? Get out of here. Faith is so nice. Mm-hmm. Teresa is so pretty in person and so tiny and petite. She's great. And I tell you what, Joey, nice guy.
Oh yeah, he's cute.
Yeah.
I feel like he's had a little bit of a glow. I mean, he's the Bachelor. He's had that Bachelor glow up, you know?
Beautiful green eyes.
I loved his green suit. Yeah, I usually despise the suit choices on the men of the show, but I loved his green suit.
Yeah.
Very cute.
We all went and played golf. I beat him.
Nice.
So that's good.
Love that for you.
Yeah. So anyways, that was the Golden Bachelor wedding in Palm Springs.
What a time.
What a time to be alive, guys. Did you see? So you saw the aliens at the mall in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know about this, like
mall.
200 cop cars show up at this mall in Miami where there were reports of like 10-foot tall aliens in a portal.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, it was kids fighting with sticks, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense and like seems like a really big overreaction from the police department if it's like kids with sticks, right?
Yeah.
So on TikTok, everyone's saying that like it was aliens, and then the cops are just lying about it. And you know what? I believe it.
Me too.
I saw someone on TikTok. They were like, they got the longitude and latitude wrong. The longitude and latitude of the Miami marketplace, the Miami Bayside marketplace. When you flip them around, it's the center of Antarctica, which is the portal to whatever. And I'm like, I believe it. 100%. That's exactly what happened. The aliens fucked up the longitude, latitude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes total sense.
Sure.
There was a lot of people that showed up
I know.
And if it was like a bomb scare, that's a lot of cops.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Florida, you never know what's really going on in Florida.
Totally.
100%.
Can we talk about GypsyRose for a second?
Who is that?
You don't know who GypsyRose is?
No.
So her mom basically like abused her and like made her doctors think that she was sick and she wasn't sick.
Okay.
And so she had her boyfriend kill her mom. You don't remember this?
I don't. Is this a documentary?
Well, yeah, was it Joey King? Yeah, Joey King played her in the movie. Patricia Arquette played the mom.
I don't think I saw it.
Okay, well, this is not as fun to talk about if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I think a lot of people out there know who GypsyRose is. Anyway, so she finally got out of prison, right? And she's kind of going on this like whole celebrity tour thing.
Like what?
And she's going on all the talk shows. She was on Nick's podcast, and like she's kind of being like treated as like a celebrity, which is weird. I
hate that.
Yeah, I know. And like, so there's two ways to look at it. She kind of fought back against someone who's abusing her, which is like, yeah, good for you, I suppose. Mm-hmm. But like you had someone kill your mom, like you could have maybe called the cops or something. I don't know. I'm sure like maybe people didn't believe her or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yeah, great. But like, I'm not sure if we should be like celebrating. Like you're a celebrity now because you got.
I don't think so.
And the boyfriend that killed the mom's still going to be in jail forever.
Right. True.
I don't know. I could be totally off on this, but like, I just feel like a weird feeling from it.
Ew.
I don't know. I need you to be more caught up with like current events.
I get my news from TikTok. So if it's not on my TikTok algorithm, I just don't know anything.
Okay. Did you see the whole thing with KatWilliams?
No.
Fuck. Okay. I got to get a new co-host here. I got to get someone that knows what's going on.
Why don't you start sending me these news articles?
Okay. So KatWilliams went on Shannon Sharp's podcast and basically was like, the Illuminati is fucking the world over. And the reason like Kevin Hart is the reason why Kevin Hart's such a big figure is because he is part of the Illuminati and all this stuff.
This has been a thing for years and years and years. People thinking celebrities are the Illuminati.
I know. I have yet to be approached by any Illuminati.
Me too. Everyone thinks my sister's in it. I'm like, I would know.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get in that?
I don't know.
Anyways, I feel like TikTok is not what it used to be.
It's not.
It's like, I feel like the end of TikTok is nigh.
I could see it.
Like, it's like, here's an ad for a vacuum cleaner. Here's an ad for a pump to pump up your tires. Here's a bunch of lives of people just fucking not doing anything really, saying, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And then it's like 3 things I like. And it's like, I scrolled through 17 things I did not want.
I know.
You
I
know?
do feel like it used to be more like comedy-based TikTok.
Yeah.
And now it's not. Now it's like a lot of tutorials and shit like that. And you're like ads. I don't know.
The other thing too is like, it's like really funny videos split screen with like weird life hacks of like turning bottle caps into broom holders. And I'm like, are we so fucking ADD'd out that like we can't even watch one video that's funny? We have to also be watching this other video of like hacks of like things I didn't need. I don't need to have like, oh, I can turn a jar lid into a thing that holds screws. Thank God I know that now.
Some of the life hack videos are like educational.
I guess, but
some of them I'm here for.
It's a lot of stuff with glue guns. I gotta be like glue sticks.
I like the ones that I watched one last week that was like a hack for like cleaning your washing machine with vinegar. And I did it and it worked. And I was like, thanks for that tip. Yeah, it did. So like things like that I'm here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
but it's like glorified YouTube, I guess, right? Like
I guess.
I don't know.
It's really sad. I'm starting to like, I gotta get away from that.
Yeah.
But also like, why do I need I don't know if you get this, but like there's one that like it's an ad to pump up my tires.
I don't get this one.
Okay. For some reason it thinks that I need like my tires are uninflated. I get it all the time. Then there's a vacuum. There's like the TikTok vacuum. I get that a lot. There's like the knockoff Dyson hair dryer. I get that all the time. What are the ads you get? Maybe you get the better ones.
I get a lot of ads for like, I don't know, like that, like this tool will take all the dog hair off of all of your clothes, like things like that.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Which are good. Those are nice.
We got that one for like the carpet. Didn't fucking work.
It didn't?
No, and also everything's coming from China. It takes 7 months to get here.
I know.
It's like, hey, China, what did you do? Did you put us on a sailboat?
I also get like a lot of like closet organization ads that I'm a sucker for and things like that.
Got it. Well, yeah, I don't know. And then I've gone down this weird like suburban mine TikTok. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's this lady who's mining underneath her house and she lives in like suburbia.
What?
And like
mining for what?
I don't know. She's building a fucking giant tunnel underneath her house.
Oh my God.
She's trying to break El Chapo out of jail, lady? Like, it makes no sense.
Is she like a doomsday prepper?
I don't even know. It makes no. She's like pouring concrete out there, reinforcing the wall so it doesn't collapse in. If I'm in her neighborhood, I'm like, hey, lady, don't
How does she have
my
time
head.
For all this?
She's got a jackhammer.
Does she go to work?
I have no idea.
How do you live?
It makes no sense. Anyways, you got some fave things, bro, or what's going on?
I do. Okay, my ultimate fave thing.
Yeah.
Is the thing I texted you about. Did you watch The Murder at the End of the World?
I did.
And?
Loved it.
Holy fuck. It's my favorite show that I've seen in a very long time.
I will say this. Sarah and I called it.
Well, I could have guessed that. That you're good at that. Like both of you guys are good at that, I guess. Because I don't know, like I love to get so lost in something that I almost like don't look for the answers because I want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? But like my sister, for instance, has been on so many sets that like she can't help but think that way too. And so she always knows everything. But I just like love to live in like denial and like not let myself figure it out. But I loved the show. I'm obsessed with Emma Corrin. And I think it's so interesting that I just watched her season of The Crown. And that's actually why I started watching the show, because I saw her name and I was like, oh, I loved her as Princess Diana. I'm going to watch this.
Interesting.
I know. And she was fantastic. I mean, the whole cast is great. The show is great, but she carries that entire show. I mean, the hours that girl spent on set, she is in like every single scene. Like it's pretty amazing. I thought she was so good. And then I'm absolutely obsessed with the guy.
Clive Owen?
No. His name is Harrison. I think it's Harrison Dixon.
Harris Dickinson.
I always say it wrong.
Yeah, it's Harris Dickinson.
Harris Dickinson. Okay, not Harrison. I'm obsessed with him, and he was so good in this. I never saw Triangle of Sadness, but I'm going to go back and watch that now because I IMDb'd him and saw he was in that. I know, and I heard it was great. Amazing. And then also, like, he is about to blow the fuck up. He's also in the new Iron Claw movie that just came out, which I really am dying to see, with Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White. And he is also in the new Prada campaigns. Like, he is about to just absolutely blow up, and it's so well deserved. I think he's incredible. I'm obsessed with him.
Darby Hart, a Gen Z amateur sleuth, attempts to solve a murder at a secluded retreat. Murder at the End of the World on Hulu. Written by Britt Marling. She's the one who did like the OA and Another Earth. She's a genius, really good writer.
She is a genius.
Yeah, she's really good.
Like she wrote it. She's in it. Like, what the fuck? She did that with the OA too. It's crazy.
Yeah, Clive Owen's in it. And then a bunch of other, obviously Emma Corrin and Harris Dickinson.
It's so good.
So it's a whodunit murder mystery. Sarah and I were talking about this though. Like as humans, we love it. Obviously, we love murder mysteries. I mean, Sherlock Holmes is like, there's a reason why that's such a big genre. Mm-hmm. But it is so incredibly unrealistic.
Well, of course.
There has never been a time which you have been, because you have to be stranded. You have to have no connection to the outside world for this to make sense. And that never happens. Like anytime there would be a murder, it'd be like, we need to have the cops here now.
I know.
Please come here. And like, so yes, of course, it's like a retreat in Iceland and like, there's a storm, so whatever. But like, so many crazy things need to happen for a murder mystery to be actually a thing.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. The other massive part of this story though is like their flashbacks to hunting down that serial killer, which I thought was like just such an incredible like side story, like a whole nother story and like set, of this entire series. And honestly, like that was the part I think I loved the most, was like their story and, their road trip and their discovery and all that. I don't know. I thought it was one of the best shows. I get told my mom it's the best thing I've seen since Silo. And she was like, I liked it better than Silo. And I was like, well, it was different, but yeah, like I loved it. And I just think those two young actors are just so freaking talented.
I watched Rebel Moon. Did you watch that?
I did watch Rebel Moon. I loved it.
I did too. Okay, good.
I loved it. Yeah.
I think it was kind of getting like mixed reviews.
I could see that.
When a peaceful settlement on the edge of a distant moon finds itself threatened by armies of a tyrannical ruling force, a mysterious stranger living among its villagers becomes their best hope for survival. Rebel Moon on Netflix. Zack Snyder wrote it and directed it. And
I mean, this is everything I love. Fantasy, space, Mikhail Huseman, Charlie Hunnam. Like, the list continues.
Yeah, they wrote this for you.
They really did, didn't they? They should put me in the second one.
Zack Snyder was like, I need to write a movie that Brandi Cyrus really be into. Who do I got to get? Well, we got to get Mikhail Huseman in. And
he's so hot. He's so hot in this. Like, he's just so hot.
And then we got to get Charlie Hunnam for sure.
Also hot. Also, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wives tears. If you haven't seen Rebel Moon, just fast forward like 20 seconds here. Spoiler alert. Devastated that Charlie's the bad guy. Absolutely gutted. Like, I saw it coming. I knew it deep down.
Yeah, come on.
Devastated.
I know. So I don't know if you know this, but Zack Snyder wrote it to be part of the Star Wars franchise and took it to Disney, and they said no on it.
Interesting.
And then he was like, okay, I'll go to Netflix and just make. So if you watch it, it's like very much like a Star Wars.
Very much.
Even like one of the girls has a lightsaber, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I loved it.
Loved it.
I thought it was so fun. Like,
me too.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And you know, there's another one coming out in April.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for it.
The lead girl, she hasn't done a whole lot. She's incredible.
Yeah.
And what a great breakout role for her. Not break. I know she's done a couple other things, but like this is, I think, her first like massive thing with another massive cast.
Mm-hmm.
She's so good.
You got any other favorite things?
Loved. I do. I've literally watched so much. I'll start with the most recent thing I watched. You might have to look up what it's called. It's on HBO. It's a hard to find probably. It's a docu-series, I guess. Docu-series. I've only watched one episode. So the way I would describe it is it's like it's called Edge of the Earth. Will you look that up? The way I would describe it just from watching the first episode is like a documentary about like extreme like action sports, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I love documentaries. I love extreme sports. I love anything that's travel related, shows like the landscapes of places. So like episode 1, these two guys and a girl go to like the middle of freaking nowhere, Alaska, where no one has been. And they hike 15 miles in on this glacier, climb a mountain that's like never been summited and skied, and they ski and snowboard to the bottom. And it's fucking epic.
4 groups of athletes embark on 4 never-before accomplished missions. Edge of the Earth on HBO Max.
No, that doesn't tell you much. It's so good. I wasn't familiar with anybody in this first episode, but like they're all experts in what they do, right? Like the girls got X Games medals or Olympic medals, and the guys like one of the most, he's like snowboarded the most extreme routes like all over the world, like Nepal, crazy shit. And it shows their entire journey, and it's like takes like 3 weeks to do it. And of course they like get caught in a blizzard and get caught in avalanches. Like there's all these things happening. And you watch them like conquer this mountain that's never been done. And it's very cool. So I'm excited to finish the series and see what the other episodes are about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you know? So, do you remember that story of the woman who went through the drive-thru at McDonald's and spilled coffee on herself and sued McDonald's, and it became like this big story about frivolous lawsuits in the United States and like how terrible and petty we are as Americans, and like I can't believe, of course, coffee's hot. What the fuck do you think, lady? You remember this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did some more research into this.
Okay.
And it's a lot different than what I was initially thought to believe.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, of course, bitch, coffee's hot. Like, what are you thinking? And you have the make sure the top's on, lady. This is on you. But when I tell you it's so much more aggressive than what we thought. Okay, her name was Stella. It happened in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
The coffee that burned her was so dangerously hot, it caused 3rd-degree burns through her clothes in 3 seconds. She had 3rd-degree burns over 16% of her body. And here's the thing that no one ever told us, including her inner thighs and genitalia. The coffee was so hot that it burned her genitalia and fused her labia.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you should fucking sue if your vagina gets fused. What kind of coffee we making over here, McDonald's? You got to learn a lesson.
That doesn't sound good.
I couldn't believe it. We're out here fucking shaming this poor lady. Frivolous lawsuit, you dumb bitch. Of course coffee's hot. And guess what? Fucking the sky is blue. What? You forgot to tell everybody about the labia problem. No one at CNN or Fox News or MSNBC told me that part of the fucking equation.
No.
Lady, you deserve all the money in the world. Also, McDonald's, you got fucking plenty of money.
They do.
How fucked up is that?
It's very fucked up.
What?
But why are you just now like putting these pieces together?
I remember my parents being like, frivolous lawsuit, ambulance chaser, fuck this bitch. What? You didn't hear about her genitalia was burnt
I literally cannot.
92-year-old lady. Or 70-year-old lady.
Oh.
Anyways.
Hello.
Okay.
Wait, speaking of lawsuit.
Okay.
The other thing I watched was HBO put out a documentary about the Gwyneth trial.
Because when she hit the guy. Yeah.
It's garbage. Don't waste your time. I basically watched a better version of it on TikTok while it was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. They could have done way better.
Okay, so you know how we make fun of the Mormons a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm now going to make fun of what I am, which is Catholic or Christian. Okay. Okay. So I saw this video on TikTok and it kind of blew me away. Right.
Okay.
All right. Let me see if I can share my screen with you.
The fact that you call yourself a Catholic is insane to me.
Mia, if you were to be martyred for the faith, what way would you go out? Personally, if I'm dying for Christ, I don't care. Like, I'm going out. Okay, fair. Evan, if you could be martyred for the faith, what way would you go out?
So back in the biblical times, they would stone people. And I think telling that story in heaven would be cool because it's painful. I'm never folding for Jesus. Never.
What?
Amen. Amen. Olivia,
Amen.
if you could be martyred for the faith, what would it be? Definitely. I think I would want to be like in one of those like old Roman arenas and then like a lion eat me. Oh, okay. Alex, if you could get martyred for Christ, what would
These people are nuts.
Getting thrown off like the highest building would be tough. Like you could at least enjoy the ride down.
Ethan, if you could get martyred for Christ, what way would you go out?
Probably shot in the head.
Caleb,
Okay. So we got to.
I don't like this.
Okay. So they're glorifying being martyred for Christ.
Where are these kids and who hurt them?
Yeah. What? And they're like, think it's cool or whatnot.
No, I know. I gathered.
That is, someone said, I want to be stoned to death because it'd be really painful and it would be a cool story to tell in heaven. Something tells me Jesus would be like, hold on. I feel like you weren't listening to anything I was saying.
Where did you find this video?
I don't know. Obviously, I get a lot of Mormon stuff. So now I'm starting to get crazy Catholic stuff too.
So it just popped up for you on your algorithm?
Yeah.
That scares me for you.
But it's really, but what's scary to me is that like that is glorified for these kids. Like they think that like it would be so cool to be martyred for Christ. Like it's glorified for them. And that's really weird.
Yeah.
I think.
Or are they joking or are they just doing this because it's
dead serious? I tell you how I'd want to go out if I was being martyred for the faith.
How?
Hot cup of coffee between my legs. Burn that genitalia right off. I went up to heaven. You guys don't even know what happened to me.
That wouldn't take you all the way out.
My pee-pee got burned up at McDonald's.
You'd still be alive, though.
Oh, man, craziness.
Unfortunately for you, you would be.
I have great news on the music front.
Oh, okay.
You are a big fan of Sublime. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Sublime.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Bradley Nowell. Passed away too young. Growing up in California, like Sublime was the thing. You know, it was like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Sublime were like, this is California's band.
Yep.
I didn't know that Bradley Nowell, the lead singer of Sublime, had a son. I didn't know that Bradley Nowell had a son that sounded
just like him,
that played music and sounds exactly like him.
Ah.
I need to play for you Bradley Newell's son playing with the band Sublime.
Ooh, cool.
All night, try to make it right. Believe me, shit was tight, it was the wrong way. Run away from father's state, 'cause I ain't even make love. Oh no, it's up to you what you really wanna do. Spend some time in America. Don't stop. And you get what you deserve. Try to test that, you gotta get served. Love's what a clock, don't start right now. Even when the dance gets hard. Oh, love.
Anyways.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't he sound just like his dad?
Identical.
He's even up there with his shirt off, just like his dad.
I know. I know. It's actually pretty cool because I feel like a lot of kids wouldn't want to do that, right? A lot of kids feel like they want to make their own path and like whatever. So I think it's kind of cool that he's leaning
I remember
into it.
I interviewed Jakob Dylan years ago, and it was like, do not ask me about my father. And I was like, I get it. But you do sound a lot like your dad. Just saying. And also, The Wallflowers. That first record. Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's just see what this is. I don't know what this is.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. This is a new I think we're gonna have a new sound bar clip.
Ah.
Bitch, what the fuck? 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 Bitch, 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 what the fuck? Bitch, 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 what the fuck? Bitch, 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 what the fuck? 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 Bitch, what...
All right, you get the idea.
I just love how much
So
you wrote that.
It's the best. You got anything else?
I finally watched Barbie.
Yeah, did you like it?
Did you watch it?
I watched my wife watch it on a plane, and I thought to myself, this isn't for me.
Yeah, it's definitely not for guys. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's fine. I don't like people were really just obsessed with it. I think it's good. I'm not sure it's like the greatest fucking thing in the world, like everyone was making it seem to be, but it was good. I love Margot Robbie, so like I enjoyed it. I do feel like Ryan Gosling, like, I don't know. I'm fascinated that he took the role. Like, I think for me, it would have been hard to find a guy that would want to take this role because it is very, what's the right way to say it? Like,
feminist?
Yes, that's a nice way of saying it. Like they really make men look like garbage in this movie, which I love so much. But to find a guy that was willing to play that is like impressive. So good on Ryan for having the balls to play that role. I mean, he's perfect for it. Although I do feel like they made him, and I know it was like the character, but like usually I think Ryan Gosling is so hot, and like he didn't look great in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't look
so
at
what
best.
you're trying to say is
men are garbage.
Is that what you're trying to say?
True. Yeah. But not Ryan Gosling. Obsessed.
No. And Michael Cera's in it too, right?
He has like 4 lines and he's fucking hilarious. But like I would have liked to have seen more Michael Cera,
Yeah. You got anything else? You got Musax?
Ryan Adams put out a new album. I listened to it once through the other day. I mean, it just sounds like Ryan Adams.
Okay, so if you like Ryan Adams,
if you like Ryan Adams,
I mean,
probably like it.
Are we allowed to like Ryan Adams again?
I don't know.
Either. I mean, he was
like
canceled for a little bit, but I think he's back.
I know, but I do like.
I know, I do too. I don't really know. I don't want you guys to be angry at us.
I know.
Let's see. I got some stuff. Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck?
No.
That's so funny. Okay, let's see. I don't know how to pronounce this band's name, but it's Leon Bridges with Khruangbin. I really like this. This is a song called Texas Sun that I was digging on. I do love when soul and country meet.
It is always so good.
Nice. And then I'm like, maybe I just wish that all country singers sounded like soul singers. Maybe that's what I really want. I found this guy on TikTok. Someone I love this is what's happening now. It used to be that I was the tastemaker, like at Lightning 100, like we'd have music meetings and like I would discover shit. And now the YFTers now know my sensibilities so much that they now tag me in shit so now they're the tastemakers for me, and then I'm just regurgitating it back to you. It's a very funny, like cyclical situation that's happening. Anyways, to the YFT that sent me this, thank you so fucking much. This guy's name is Rovia, and he is awesome. This is a song called City on a Hill. Check it out. You got anything?
I can't remember if I've talked about him or not, and you're not probably going to remember because you don't like country. And his name's Kameron Marlowe. Have I talked to you about him?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. He's a country guy, and I know you don't like country very much, so I may have brought him up and you just don't remember, but he put out an album in 2022 that I loved called We Were Cowboys, but he's like a new up and coming country artist. Yeah. And there's a lot of those right now. Like there's a lot of young girls and guys coming up on the country scene. I think he's the fucking best. He's got the voice. He's got the songs. He's cool as fuck. I'm a big fan, and he put out a new song called Tennessee Don't Mind. If you do like country music and you haven't heard of Kameron Marlowe, I highly recommend you check him out. He's so talented.
You want to go out on it?
Sure.
Okay. What do you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? I'm going back to Sundance Festival. Is that next week? Or I don't know. I don't know what day it is or time it is or anything. I'm like in the black hole of the new year, you know? But I'll be at Sundance January 19th doing a little DJ gig. And then coming out to LA, but not until the 1st of February.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to hang out then.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm going to Orlando to play in this LPGA event with...
Yeah, you do that every year.
With my buddy Ben Higgins. Robbie Amell is going to be there. Michael Pena, my buddy over at our golf club. Alfonso Ribeiro, a ton of athletes. Get tickets if you want to come hang out with us. We talk to everybody because you're just like walking around the golf course. Like people who want to come hang out with us, do it. It's in Orlando. I think it's like the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Then I'm going to, we're going to go to Disney World after that. Then I go to another fucking wedding. Oh. Then I'm going to the AT&T Pro-Am up in Monterey. That'll be fun around the beginning of February.
So you're just busy.
Yeah. And then, so that's what's happening. YFTers, we're so glad to be back. We miss you so much.
Oh, well, we really did.
It was tough.
I've been so bored without them.
I'm like, I got so much stuff I want to talk about.
I know.
Fused labias? Shia LaBeouf becoming... Oh, God. I wonder what Shia LaBeouf wants to be martyred for. You know?
I don't want to know.
Maybe a Decepticon takes him down. Transformer joke. All right, YFTers, we'll be back. Go do some Fuck You Very Muches in the reviews. We need to read some of those.
Yeah.
We need some 2024 reviews. Fuck you very much. And if you're not following us on Instagram, please go do that.
And YouTube.
And please subscribe on YouTube. All right. YFTers, we'll see you later. Happy 2024.
Love y'all.
Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.